It's really hard to argue with the success of Nintendo over the decades and over 100 years, I believe at this point, going back to their Hanafuda cards. But even with all of the hits that they've had, things like the NES, the Super Nintendo, the Game Boy Advance, the DS, the Switch, they've had a few misses. Let's talk about three of them that I really wish they wouldn't have screwed up on, and it's not going to be obvious ones like I wish that the Nintendo PlayStation would have happened, because I wish the Nintendo PlayStation would have happened. But number one, and we're going to start with the NES here, is the fact that Nintendo came out with so many cool accessories in Japan, such as the Famicom disk system with the expansion audio and everything on there. We never got that stateside here, and it was really a hard miss. The next generation of systems as well, the Satellaview over in Japan for the Super Nintendo, on the N64, the N64DD. The fact that they left so many accessories in Japan left me as an American kind of feeling left out. I admit it, I love the Virtual Boy. I think it is a great console, but at the same time, it also left a lot to be desired. Coming hot off the heels of the Game Boy, the successor was nothing like the originator. This wasn't portable, it wasn't handheld, it was monochrome again. You only had black or red, and while the games did look decent, it was a 32-bit system, this left a whole lot to be desired. Following up on this, however, the fact that they had several opportunities to take advantage of the rather small library and introduce it brand new to a new customer base, they missed out on that as well. I mean, you had another console later on that had 3D in the name of it, the 3DS, and you didn't have a virtual console for the Virtual Boy. That seems like a pretty big miss. Now, I'm glad that we've got it on the Switch, but I just really wish that we could go ahead and play on the television. Some people point to the Sega Dreamcast as the most, underrated console of all time. For me, it's the Wii U. This is a system that I think solely based on the name held it back in a lot of different ways. People didn't understand that it was a whole new system, especially since the main unit looks so much like the Wii, just bigger. They thought this was an accessory for the Wii versus, again, a whole new system. The library of games on the Wii U is phenomenal. That's why we saw so many ported to the Switch. And without this, we would not have gotten the Switch, I don't believe. This truly revolutionized the way that Nintendo thought of gaming and basically laid the foundations for the Nintendo Switch. I love the Wii U. It's one of my favorite consoles of all time, and something, if you have the opportunity to pick one up, I highly recommend. What, in your mind, are some of Nintendo's biggest misses, or your, damn it, I wish they would have done it differently? Let me know down below in the comments.